We have a special guest in this morning, none other than our current Miss Minden. Abby Reynolds is in with us today. Abby, good morning, and thanks for being with us this morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
I know you said you've been busy. Last time I think I talked to you was during the St. Jude auction, but I think there's a lot been going on since then. So what you been up to these days serving as our Miss Minden 2017?
Well, it's been an honor so far, but my goal as Miss Minden is to get in the community as much as I can. We've had multiple community activities to raise money for Children's Miracle Network hospitals, which is the Miss America organization and Miss Louisiana organization philanthropy. So it's been really important and heavy on my heart. And also because Minden is actually home to the 2016-2017 Children's Miracle Network champion. His name's Corbin Colvin, and he gets to represent our state at all national events for Children's Miracle Network. So that's really special, and what other way to show how much we're proud, or how proud of him we are, and how much we support him than raising money.
You mentioned Miss Louisiana. As luck would have it, that's coming up here in the not-too-distant future, and you'll be competing in the Miss Louisiana pageant. I think that's week after next, or next week.
Yes, sir. So I actually leave Sunday for the beginning of the festivities for Miss Louisiana Week, and the pageant will be June 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And you can tune in if you can't make the pageant, which it's in Monroe at the WL Jack Howard Theater. But if you can't make it there, you can tune in on KTBS or KPXJ Channel 21 on Saturday, June 24th at 8 p.m. to watch the finals live.
And she did all that without the help of cue cards. She got it all down. Let's talk about your itinerary, your schedule. What all goes on in preparing for a Miss Louisiana pageant? You said you leave coming up, and then just kind of go day by day. What's life going to be like?
So I won the Miss Minden pageant in November. Since then, it's been a whirlwind of great emotions and awesome opportunities. I've been able to spread my platform statewide. It's called Authentically Beautiful Self-Confidence Over Social Standards. And so to sum it all up, it's basically to instill the fact that students of Louisiana, preferably middle school, just because that's the hardest ages, they are the best version of themselves that they can be. They all have unique qualities that they contribute to society. And I feel that it's really important with all of the social pressures, with social media, and popular trends that students and all individuals feel that they have to follow to fit the norms. And there really are no norms. There really are no standards. As long as you're confident in yourself, that's the most important part. I think that by instilling that in our students now, they'll be more confident throughout high school, and they'll be able to be successful adults who can know that they can achieve anything. So that's been the number one thing, promoting my platform, preparing for the fitness competition, talent, all of the fun things that go into the pageant, as well as fundraising and community service, which is super important. And so that all leads up to pageant week. And as we enter pageant week, I will get to spend a week with 31 other contestants who are the most beautiful, smart, intelligent girls that Louisiana has to offer. We each represent the state in different ways, but all very unique and good ways. So yeah, we'll get to spend a week together. We have Fleur de Lis Princesses, which we kind of mentor. It's just a really important program. We act as role models, and for that week, kind of mentors for these younger girls and for community members around Monroe.
Now, break down the schedule. I know that some nights interview nights, some nights other competitions.
Correct.
Yeah, how's that work?
Well, the preliminary nights are Thursday, June 22nd, and Friday, June 23rd. There are two groups. We're divided from contestants 1 to 16 and 17 to 32, and I'm contestant number 32.
Wow.
Yes, very last contestant, but I'm excited for it. Let my nerves build up backstage pretty well.
I guess.
But so they're the jazz group and the blues group. So jazz group will compete in two categories one night, and blues will compete in two categories the same night. So on Thursday, I'll be competing in fitness and in evening gown. So the other group will compete in the other two categories. And then on Friday, I'll compete in talent and on-stage question. And Saturday is the final. So the Miss Louisiana organization will announce the top 10 contestants. And we will get to perform, the lucky 10 get to perform the everything, the talent on stage, interview, or evening gown, and swim. It's a lot. It's very confusing, but there are schedules posted on the Miss Louisiana organization Facebook, and I've posted a few because it's a lot to keep up with, but it's very interesting, and it highlights the importance of the organization, not just the stereotypical image of beauty pageants. Right. It's all about service, recognizing academics, and how hard we've worked to represent communities to the best that we can. It's not about the contestants. It's definitely about the people we represent. As Miss Minden, I try to embody as one person the generous and loving community of Webster Parish.
What will your talent be in this competition?
So I'll be doing something a little different. I've started playing guitar since 9, and then I also sing. So I'll actually be singing Benny and the Jets by Elton John, a little rendition of it.
Like in the 70s there, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
It's, my grandparents had a huge influence on me, and I love, older classics. And so I felt that was exactly what I wanted to bring to the stage.
Abby Reynolds Unplugged. It'll be an acoustic version of Benny and Jet. That'll be interesting. Right. I would think that probably one of the most challenging, it's all challenging, I'm sure, but the interview competition or the question and answer session would be challenging because you've kind of got to be up on just about everything.
And there's a lot of everything these days.
Exactly, for
yes,
sure.
Sir.
So how do you prepare for that? Do you just watch the news, read newspapers, follow?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's it's really important. I try to encourage in any school I visit or group I speak to. It's actually absolutely important to stay up on current events and what's happening in the nation, what's happening in the state of Louisiana. So I have news apps on my phone which alert me anytime there's breaking news. And I try to sit down once a day for an hour or two and really absorb everything that's going on, because you have to be an informed citizen as a voter, as a voting citizen, as a member of the United States. I want to stay informed on what's going on, and both in state politics and national.
Do you have chaperones, or are you guys too grown up for that now?
Well, we will have extremely generous, they're giving their whole week, ladies with the Miss Louisiana organization who will be there to be our pageant moms, who will help make sure we stay not stressed and stay calm and have everything we need so that when we're on stage, we are just having a blast. And that's really what it's about. It's not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to be a really unique, extraordinary experience.
Because I think you guys will be making some visits probably, and some folks may be visiting you guys during the week, so there's going to be a lot of that going on too.
Yes, we will visit the Boys and Girls Club on Tuesday. We will visit area sponsors who are so generous to provide scholarships to the Miss Louisiana organization. And so we have lots of trips planned up. You can follow my social media, and I'll be posting every day, keeping people back home up to date on what I am doing to represent them.
Abby, we thank you for coming in this morning on this early Tuesday, and we wish you all the best. We're all proud of you, and we feel confident you're going to represent not just yourself, but this whole area well in the Miss Louisiana pageant. Thank you so much, and best to you.
Thank you so much for having me.